Hello everyone, welcome to my Facebook Live. I am Vanessa Blood and I am here in my kitchen. So yes, I think a lot of us will be streaming live from our homes from now on, those who do join me in these lives. And I just wanted to firstly sprinkle some positivity on you all during this crazy time that we're currently living in. I'm really actually impressed with all of my amazing friends and followers who I've made contact with over the last couple of days, and just the attitude that they all have. So well done to you all, and remaining positive, remaining optimistic and hopeful, because without that we're a sad world. So I wanted to applaud you all, and my heart is still really going out to those who are affected, but even those who I've spoken to, sorry, that's my dishwasher, who are affected. Just the attitude that you guys have is really inspiring. So well done, thank you. And we have no idea what's going to happen, obviously. Like we can go into a spiral of anxiety, we can get stressed out and fearful, but that's not going to be serving us. We need to be vibrating at a higher level and coming from a different place where we can react and we can get resourceful. So that's what I wanted to share today. I wanted to share just something that it's nothing new, it's very simple, but it's just something that I am now putting in place because things are just crazy. And so if you are new to my lives, please comment new in the comments below. If you are watching this with me, give me a hello, let me know where you're watching from. And if you're watching this on the replay, comment replay below. So, we don't want to get anxious about anything. We don't want to get stressed or come from that mindset of, scarcity, because there's so much of everything, more than enough of what we need already. So, if we get stressed and anxious, our immune system is going to get lower and we're going to be more susceptible to getting sick. So stop stressing. So basically what I'm going to talk about today is wipes. So for any of the mums who are watching this with me today, give me a shout out and say hello, because wipes are, very scarce at the moment. And I went to go and get some wipes, just the normal amount that I get for my kids, because I've actually got 2 in nappies and 1 in overnight nappies. And so we do go through wipes. And I went to Woolworths on the weekend and I bought the only thing that they had left on the shelf, which was hand and face wipes. So I got this tiny little packet here, right? And there was 2 there, so I thought that the limit was 2, so I got 2. And when I got to the checkout, I found I was only allowed to get one of these. So I've got one little tiny little packet of wipes there for my dirty, grubby kids. So I'm like, right, that's it. When I was a new mama, a first-time mama, my mum actually did me an incredible blessing, favor, beautiful gift. She made handmade cloth nappies, and so I found them in the bottom of my cupboard and I got them out. I got lazy, right? I got lazy as a mama after having subsequent kids and didn't want to wash anymore. So I got lazy. And hi everyone jumping on. Hope you're having a great day. And so I've decided that this coronavirus, this self-isolation, this quarantine is such a good thing in so many ways, and we really need to stop sharing the negative things and focusing on what good it's doing, okay? Because it's helping us to become more resourceful and more creative and go back to basics, go back to those things that we used to have. We've gotten We've gotten so used to having these luxuries. So, the convenience of disposable nappies and disposable wipes. We've gotten used to having the convenience to going to the supermarket to get whatever we want whenever we need it, because we're in a routine of what we cook at home. And, I love that we are now forced, in a way, to get more creative, to really try and come up with new ideas on things to cook in the kitchen when we can't just duck down to the store because it either doesn't stock it or we're in isolation. or not that it doesn't stock it, that it's run out. So, you know, and now it's got me wanting to actually go back and start making these things that we have the luxury to just grab off the shelf for pure convenience, okay? So not only is this going to save us money in the long run by getting more resourceful, it's going to be better for the environment, and it's, you know, developing our skills, and it's just going to be so good. So I'm making my own wipes, okay? So those mamas who have made their own wipes, please let me know in the comments below. Drop a 1 in the comments below if you have made your own wipes before. And yeah, let me know if that's something that you've had success in. It's something that I'm very excited about doing again. And yeah, it might be crazy, I don't know, but yeah, anyway, it's very easy. So I've done some research online and I've found so many different recipes for the solution. You just really need, I'm going to be using cloth. Okay, a lot of people use paper towel, but again, that's disposable. I'm going to be using cloth, and so this is basically just a face washer. My mum actually, and this is something that is very easy to do, and if my mum hadn't already done it for me years ago, I would be able to do it myself. But if you don't have enough face washers, right, I've got a whole pile of them, you can just go and get a similar fabric from Spotlight and then just cut it to size, and then maybe just sew the end so it doesn't fray. Okay, so needing one of these, and then to make the solution, there's a lot of different ways that you can get the wipes wet in order to wipe your baby's bum. And the solution that I'm going to use contains olive oil. Okay, hello Sarah, how are you, beautiful? Remember to let me know if you have made your own baby wipes in the past. Drop a 1 below. If you haven't ever made baby wipes, drop a 2 in the comments below. That might be a more accurate thing, because I thought there was a lot of resourceful mamas out there, other than, you know, what I see online in all the groups, amazing groups. I see all these incredible mums. I'm like, oh, just to have a little bit of that. So I'm just stealing a little bit of that today and making my own wipes. So you need olive oil. And it doesn't really matter what you use, but I was on this incredible webinar last night that talked about all the amazing health benefits that different foods have, and olives was one of them, and olive oil. And actually, let me just go to my notes because I've got them right here. So, you know, they've got this is if you eat it. Sarah hasn't made wipes before. I'm gonna change your mind about making your own baby wipes, Sarah. Okay, it's super easy. Olive oil, just for a fun fact, is anti-inflammatory. It's very, very potent for anti-inflammatory. It helps absorb more vitamins, and it can be used externally, which is exactly why I'm using this one today. So I'm using olive oil in my baby wipe solution. I'm also now using just a baby wash. So this is the one that I just picked up today. My kids are prone to dry skin, so I've got a soothing one that's got oatmeal and soothing oat essence in it. This is optional, but I've included it. I've got some tea tree oil and some lavender oil drops, and then just some water in a cup. That's all you need. And so that's the easy peasy recipe. There's so many different other recipes that I can drop in the comments below if anyone is interested. So be sure to let me know via the comments if you are, and I will give you some other options. So there's an olive and tea tree one where you're there's a soapless one where you're using the tea tree oil and lavender oil in just water. Noel, but didn't make solution for them, just use water, maybe a drop of essential oil. Perfect. And that's a super easy one, honey. That's a super easy way of doing it. And you know, that's if that makes it easier for you, I would highly recommend doing that. Now, question, Noel, did you dip the cloths into a bucket of water, or how did you have them wet? That's my next thing that I've experimented with in the past, and I'm going to try this way this time. So I've filled up just an empty bottle with the solution. So this is the solution pre-made. I've just mixed it all together again because the oil was rising to the top. And I'm just going to simply squirt it onto the wipes when it's time to wipe the baby's bum. Another idea is you can have like an ice cream container or an old, the wipes container, and you can fill that up with water and then dip them in. You can use a drink bottle with the pop top lid and sprinkle that on. You can actually get a spray bottle and spray the baby's bottom with the squirt bottle, or, which would be my preference, is to squirt the cloth with the spray bottle and then wipe the bottom. And then another way is to simply have a pile of them, in a container and then wet the pile, but you wouldn't want to leave them too long because they can get a bit musty and potentially moldy. So sorry about my noisy dishwasher in the background. So yeah, that's as easy as it is. Then you just chuck these, once you've wiped, you then just chuck it in a bucket filled with whatever washing powder you use, and have them soaking until you're ready to wash. And that's as easy as it is. Is the soap non-toxic? Yes, it is. And I would recommend always using a non-toxic soap. You would probably have some amazing suggestions, Tanya. I have Huggies, plastic, nappy wipes, because I put a handful of wipes in every morning. Oh, yep, perfect. Yep, and that's the way to do it. And you get used to how many you need as well. And what I found last time I used the cloth wipes is I use less of these than I do the normal disposable wipes. So you actually go through less. And it's ridiculous. Like, when you think of how many wipes you use, like for an example on the price, and it's very variable, Aldi wipes, if you're using them from birth to 2.5 to 3 years old, you're potentially spending hundreds of dollars. Like the amount that they've calculated on this one website over the course of those 2.5 years for one child, as an average of 2 wipes per change, they worked out that you would spend $260 to $350 roughly on the Aldi wipes. So it's a lot of money, and not to mention what it does to the environment as well, like where all these are ending up, as well as nappies, but that's a whole other live. But if we can then just, it is, isn't it, Tanya? So if we can just do our little bit to just make our wipes, even if you aren't on cloth nappies at the moment, if you just start with the easy thing, which I think is the wipes, okay, wipes are super easy, and then we start there, and it's gonna, not only it's gonna make a difference to our budget, it's going to increase our washing amount just slightly. But if you're like me, I chuck everything in together. I used to separate nappies to other things, but these days, look, it all gets cleaned. I don't realize how much you spend on them. Yeah, and baby wipes contain some pretty nasty chemicals. Exactly, Tanya. And my biggest concern is the environment and how much it all just is going to be here for years to come. So if we can do our bit by just using this lockdown time to get more resourceful and think of ways that we can make our own things to save some money and look after the environment, and not to mention our own children, I think it's very worthwhile. So please share this if you know some other mums who are wanting to save some money during this time, because we all need to save money, those of us who are struggling and are not knowing when our next paycheck's going to come in. So if that saves you a couple of bucks a week, then why not try it? And it's fun. It's very satisfying making your own thing. Especially like this is just the beginning for me. I made my own tub of yogurt just recently. We've got the vegetable garden that's expanding. What else are we doing? Starting to make things from scratch and going back to how they used to do it without all these luxuries and convenience items. So I encourage you all to just embrace this time, to embrace this lockdown period, and find the good in it. Find all the blessings, like the fact that you are getting more creative, you are getting more resourceful, and we've got to come up with different ways to potentially earn an income as well. So I'm going on a tangent here, sorry, but yay, Cara! You will love it. You will, especially with your first bubba. You can get some really beautiful little cloth nappies. Do you make the coconut yogurt, Tanya, or the normal Greek yogurt? Slight tangent here. I've got two kids sleeping, and I've actually sent my other 3 to school just for today, and I'm assessing each day as it comes, but I'm not letting them go on the bus anymore. I'm driving them, and we're just taking it day by day. But yeah, getting resourceful about different ways to earn an income too. This is completely not related to my wipes, but I wanted to share what we're doing just to maybe get your wheels turning as well for those who are looking to create more income. I've told my husband's a plumber, and I've told him that he needs to stock up while all the supply houses are still open, stock up on all the parts required to install bidets. And while this toilet paper crisis is still a thing, he needs to advertise bidet installation. So for those of you who don't know what a bidet is, it's the hose that you squirt to wipe yourself. Or we can use these instead. So these can be used for humans, for adults as well as babies. But yeah, that's just one idea. And then we've also, we've got our caravan that we're hiring out as well, for those who are still caravanning. But yeah, just get really creative with other ways that you can bring an income in. And there's nothing wrong with having, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 streams of income. Okay, if your main source of income is now on hold, get creative, get resourceful. Online businesses are just going off at the moment, and there's nothing wrong. There's no negatives, no downfalls of having a side hustle, except the fact that you're creating that side income, you're being a part of something positive, and you're able to do it from home. And they're all positives in my mind. Sorry, I've been missing all these comments with my yappering. Where are we? I made my own baby wipes to use at home, and we're starting a veggie garden today. Perfect, Amy. I love hearing that. And I'm really excited for all the people that are, really, self-teaching themselves about growing their own vegetables. I think it's really, really positive. I made hand sanitizer the other day because I couldn't buy any. I would love to hear your recipe on hand sanitizer. That's awesome. My mum has one. It's a basin with a tap. I'm very curious to try them out, Tanya. I'm a little scared but curious. I've been making my own foaming hand wash, laundry detergent, toilet cleaner spray. I can't see more of your comments. Sorry, honey. I'll come back and read it after I've gone off. But yeah, wrapping up, I've got lots of different recipes that you can try and find one that suits you for you and your babies. Or your adults for these wipes, the wipe solution. So I will post them in the comments underneath. And please, if this has resonated, or if you know someone that can really benefit from making these wipes, I would love for you to share it, even if it's into a group. I think my settings allow you to share it into like a mum's group or something like that. So please, if it's helpful, I would so love that. But thank you so much, everyone. And again, congratulations to you all on your positivity. Stop sharing the negative stuff, and let's really ramp up what good is coming from this. Okay, I really need your help in that, because there's so much. The media have just got the negativity covered. They are acing it. That's my doorbell, so I need to go. So yeah, keep up the positivity and have an amazing afternoon. Mwah.